So I am on the way to Florida to celebrate my birthday and New Year's, and I get this update saying that Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan are catching up to Tom Brady for the MVP race. And in my mind, I couldn't help but think to myself, why is Aaron Rodgers and Matt Ryan catching up to Tom Brady instead of Ezekiel Elliott? And of course, it turns out that Tom Brady is in the running, or is number one in the running for the MVP race. And I don't understand how that's possible. Now, let me premise by saying this. I am a Redskins fan. I despise the Cowboys. I despise them with every fiber of my being. But I'm also objective and logical. Ezekiel Elliott, despite having an offensive line that is, abominable. They're amazing. They destroy whoever they go up against. But Ezekiel Elliott deserves the MVP. I don't understand how this is a discussion. He took a team that everyone thought was going to be trash this year outside of their offensive line. And it's actually made up for the fact that because they have a trash defense, because the Cowboys do have a trash defense, let's not get it twisted. Everybody in the NFC East has a trash defense. But he's made up for it with ridiculous scoring, game-clinching runs, game-clinching break tackles, destroying people's secondary. Once he gets past the offensive line, y'all act like this man doesn't have any work to do still. He gets into your secondary and just blows it up. Now, don't get me wrong. Tom Brady, although one of my favorite players, does not deserve the MVP, not because he's not talented, not because he's not done a lot to win games when he came back, but the 3 games that were won while you were gone already takes you out of the running. It takes you out of the race, because if y'all lost those 3 games, you weren't going to be eligible, and you weren't going to end up being eligible for the playoffs. Possibly, we don't know that for sure. But if you didn't win those 3 games, you split them, or went 1-3 instead of 3-1. And y'all lost 2 more games or 3 more games down the line, you won't even be in the damn MVP race. But because you won them, for whatever reason, the league thinks you should benefit from the MVP running, which is not true. Aaron Rodgers, hell no. I think Aaron Rodgers is extremely overrated as far as what he can do to win games. Now, he's extremely talented. He has probably the most skill of any quarterback in the league right now, as far as the ability to throw on the move, the ability to get crazy passes up, with insane footwork. But let's not get it twisted either. Aaron Rodgers has a losing record against playoff teams. He's not that good when it comes to winning games against winning teams. And Matt Ryan's Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan always puts up big regular season numbers, and I don't think anybody's surprised by that anymore. But at the same time, I just don't think that he's the MVP. I think that when you have a guy with as much pressure on his shoulders at this moment as Ezekiel Elliott, and he performs the way he has been, then you must reward this man. You have to. Reward the man and reward the team. Because I don't think they're going to win the Super Bowl. They're going to get a Rookie of the Year. They're going to have Rookie of the Year. But the man has been winning games in spite of their horrible defense and then putting up numbers. Always ending up back on the field, having to put up numbers, getting the ball punched to him all the time, wearing his body down. And y'all going to say, what, because he's a rookie? Because Tom Brady's Tom Brady? That's not right. That's not right. Ezekiel Elliott deserves the MVP, as long as he performs week 17, of course. But Ezekiel Elliott deserves the MVP, and if you don't think so, and it's because you're biased. That's all. That's the only thing I can say about that. You're biased as hell. I'm a Redskins fan. I'm biased, but I'm also I'm biased towards objectivity above all else. Ezekiel Elliott deserves that MVP. If we're going to say, we use the argument, well, he had a great offensive line. I don't give a damn about his offensive line, because if that's the case, we have to take away 3/4 of Peyton Manning's career, because that is why he was so successful in Indianapolis. Y'all forget his offensive line was absolutely insane, to the point where Edgerrin James didn't even perform as well as he did while he was on. I mean, we can count that up to age and a lot of other factors, but that line was intricate, and it played a decisive role in the success of Peyton Manning's early regular season success. So no, we do not take an MVP away because of an offensive line. We do not pretend like this man has not performed simply because he has been successful, and they want to give credit to these big guys up front, which they do deserve a lot of credit, but they deserve credit for almost every victory that any NFL team receives. But that doesn't mean you take take credit away where credit is due. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Leave your opinion. If you think that Tom Brady should be the MVP, explain why. If you think Matt Ryan should be the MVP, explain why. Or Aaron Rodgers. Thanks for watching and have a good afternoon.